Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Sunday Z-ries. And today we'll talk about two concepts that we can use to not take things personally in order for us to live a more peaceful life with ourselves. So, if you've ever experienced a day that is heavily affected by what other people think or say about you, you would really want to listen up. So, when you think people disrespect you or do not treat you well, it is easy to take their behavior personally, to blame yourself and think you have something to do with someone else's behavior. Now, taking things personally is emotionally draining and an unnecessary and constant re-evaluation of your self-esteem. Now, there's a difference between being reflective and constantly taking things personally. So the first one is productive and lends itself towards self-improvement, while the other basically is the opposite of it. Now, not taking things personally gives you more control over how you respond, your emotions, and your energy level. Now, here are two things we can think about to stop taking things personally. So, first one, think. Maybe it's not about you. So, when people do not act according to your expectations, we should disassociate ourselves from their actions because it is their actions. So if someone says bad stuff about you or reacts a certain way towards you, it says something about themselves and not you. Shift your focus from me to we. We have to be able to see through other people's intentions and feelings as well, and not just your own, even though it requires a lot of self-discipline and training. Remember, you have to do stuff for your own good, and so do other people. So let them be. Maybe they went to lunch on their own and didn't invite you because they had something to deal with on their own, and not because they don't want to hang around you. Maybe they disagreed because they have a piece of information that they found and they haven't shared that with you yet. So in terms of like strangers and acquaintances offering you their opinion of you, it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. The sooner that you do not care about what other people think, the more liberated you will feel and you will have more sense of self. Okay? So maybe it's time for us to drop, maybe other people will think of me this way and that. Who cares? Right? Alright, so concept number 2, maybe we should realize maybe it is about me. So sometimes we have to look in the mirror and ask ourselves a couple of questions. So maybe we get affected by these things that other people say because it has something to do with our insecurities and self-doubts. Maybe what they told me is something I wasn't conscious of just yet. Now, you're not going to believe what other people think and say about you when you know who you are and you like who you are, even if you're still in the process of starting to like who you are. Right? So having self-confidence and knowing your self-worth is the foundation on which everything else is built. Your achievements, your relationships, your ability to keep going when life and work gets tough, your career, and so on and so forth. Now, doing the work to have self-confidence and self-worth is the best work that you will have to put in. Now, to help manage your response to confrontation, know what you're sensitive about and what basically triggers them, so that you can prepare for it and if ever someone mentions them. Now, aside from being aware of what these things are, we have to start working on it. Okay? So if you personally value these things that you find vulnerable with yourself, you have to be able to start correcting them or start making progress and not get stagnant overall. So I hope you guys learned a great deal with this talk, and I'm praying that you guys will be able to save yourself from the stress. And just remember that people would always have something to do with you and something to say about you. And most of the time, it really shouldn't matter. So keep doing you. So I'll see you guys next week. Always comment in the comment box below what you guys want to hear for next week, and please like and subscribe this video. Bye!